That's a beautiful sight. Quite lovely there. But we are losing that Gothic arch of trees to Dutch elm disease. And they're knocking down the trees one after another. This fall, the tree in front of my house and in front of the neighbor's house and across the street, which are, you know, up there, those big trees, those are coming down too. So it's just a natural cycle, I guess. That's the way it goes. So this is a place called the I think it's called the Hants County Exhibition in Windsor, Nova Scotia. And I'm here with my neighbor Bruce and Natalie. This is the van. Heather and I used to own this van. I've shared this in other videos. And she didn't care for it too much, and the dog hated it. So we did some wonderful trips and then sold it to the neighbors up the street. Lovely connection. And we're here now. It's going to be put away for storage in one of these buildings, one of these outbuildings. They put it away for storage for the winter because in Nova Scotia they spread salt on the roads to melt the ice. And if you're not using your van, you don't leave it out in the winter if you can help it. And so anyways, that's the service they offer here, and I'm just enjoying my day helping the neighbors with the drive back to the city. So we did the grooming with this little tiny hair groomer. This is great. This is tremendous. And then there's this circular one for, this works okay, I guess, but this one is amazing. It's got a little electric cutter there. So we did that, and now it is exercise time. And here's what we're doing.
There's the bridge.
And Heather's right arm shakes a bit, it's stiff. It doesn't work quite right. Left arm works great. Right arm, not so much. But it's important to keep movement and help with circulation. I think it does. I think it maybe will avoid pain or something down the road, or clot or something. I really don't know. So I do that. And then I'll do something similar with her legs as well. So it's important to do that stuff. Heather, you were smiling and laughing this morning when Celie was here to visit, weren't you? You're smiling and laughing. Ho, 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 ho. And if I put on a romance later on, you'll be laughing again. And she's gripping my hands very tightly here. And when you're just repositioning, I'll put your chair back. I'm going to pull my hands loose, and then I'm going to put your chair back because I think maybe it's more comfortable. This is a new wheelchair, and the previous wheelchair was rented from a local supplier here. It's a Lawton's drugstore. It's a pharmacy that also does accessibility stuff, and they charge $350 a month. Luckily, I have an insurance, a retiree's insurance plan that covered 80% of that, but it was a clunky chair. It was a big clunky chair. So this is quite a beautiful chair. I think it's more modern and it has lots of adjustments, and this is provided by the Canadian Red Cross as a loaner for free, for zero. It's pretty terrific. I think they used to charge some nominal sum, and the program changed at a certain point and it went to zero. It went to zero. Look in there. What's that? That's YouTube. That's YouTube people who care about you. Anyways, that's it for now. So I'm leaving Heather watching Vikings. It's a good show, isn't it? Good show. Good show. I can get her laughing. There's some kissing on the show. Oh, that's pretty good. Anyways, today's a good day. Bye, honey. Night. Love you. A little smile on her face. What else we provide? When I see that, it makes me happy. So there are 3 elevators here. One of them is a service elevator that gets used for meals and laundry and stuff most of the time, 90% of the time. And then 2 others. And because it's such an old building, one of the elevators broke down and they can't find parts. They hunted for parts. It's broken for like a month and a half. And it was so hard on staff because if they have a half hour for lunch, I don't know what they have, but let's say they have a half an hour and they have to wait for the elevator for 5 minutes. No, that's no good. So I don't know if that was the situation. Anyways, just to say they found the parts. Apparently it's very hard to find, and both elevators are working again, so yay for that. So if there are any philanthropists who watch this channel, you could always get new machinery for the Northwood elevators. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Crazy idea, but anyways, that's it for my day. I'm back home now, and as you can tell, I feel positive. I don't know if happy is a word, but glad that Heather's having a good day. That's all that matters to me. That's the only thing that matters. So that's it. Hopefully another good day tomorrow. Hey guys, so I mentioned on a post, I think it was a comment on a post, that I've been in touch with the CEO of Amaze Holdings, which used to be Teespring. Used to be a super reliable t-shirt and printed product company, and it became Amaze. They changed ownership, and that's why many of you waited months to get your shirts and so on. And I gave him a table, a little spreadsheet of outstanding orders. He promises that they're right on top of it. They're going to get them fulfilled. Big apologies and so on. So hopefully that will be the end of our dealings with that company. And if I decide to start offering YANA products again with Heather's artwork or similar, I'll let you know, and I'll choose a company that has, 4 out of 5 stars or more, 4.5, some highly rated company, and it will be reliable. So in the meantime, Tracy and Sarah from the Northwood Day Program are doing a presentation at the Alzheimer's Nova Scotia conference next week, and I promised to put some products together for some giveaways. So I am working on, I have this heat press. I bought this mainly for my samba band, to make t-shirts for the samba band. This is the t-shirt side, and it comes with a mug press, so I can press mugs. And this is my crafting room. So I'm making these mugs for giveaways. And before you ask, I'm not set up to start supplying these to you YouTube subscribers, but the mugs are quite nice. So that's Heather's artwork, and I'll make like 6 or so of those mugs and maybe some tote bags, and those will be giveaways at the conference. But when I get set up, I would say when I get set up to start offering products again, I'll make sure it's through a reputable supplier, and I'll make a big announcement and people will be able to order on an online store. I'm just looking up here. This is sort of a craft room. It used to be a spare bedroom. This is Heather's Bachelor of Science. She got a degree in psychology with honors. Wow, that was a while ago. That was in the year MCMLXXXII. Whatever year that was. 1983 maybe, something like that. So anyways, that's what I'm doing this afternoon with my crafting supplies. And yeah. So I've got a gig tonight with my band Samba Nova Samba Nova. We have a gig downtown at the Light the Night event. But first, I'm going to stop in and see Heather. And while I was getting ready, I was listening to Frasier from I Don't Have Dementia on YouTube. I'll link it below. And I guess I missed his last video from a month ago. And he's talking about loneliness and he's dating and so on. He's separated from his partner. And not on my agenda. But boy, can I ever relate to that. The feeling of loneliness. He talks about missing intimacy. Not just physical intimacy, but the intimacy that comes with having somebody you can share your thoughts and feelings with. And I really miss that. Heather and I were so very close, and we talked about everything in a very healthy and functional way. So I guess I'm sharing my thoughts and feelings here on the YouTube channel. So, and it's not just a one-way thing because you guys respond back to me. So anyways, it serves that purpose, but I'll link Frasier's channel below. It's called I Don't Have Dementia. He's a very nice guy. First time on the new bike lane here. This is really nice. Smooth. Was a lot of fun, but I'm not used to bicycling in the dark, in the rain, and the temperature it's cold too. So I have to up my cycling and rain gear game and come up with some better clothing for if I'm going to continue cycling. And given the way traffic is in Halifax these days, I think I'm going to try to cycle through the winter, or as long as I can anyways. So anyways, that was a good little diversion. Holy smokes, a busy morning. I dropped off 5 YANA mugs, Heather's artwork, with Tracy at the day program. She's going to give them out as prizes at the Alzheimer's Nova Scotia conference tomorrow. She's giving a talk about Hetty's Art to Go kits. And then as I'm leaving there, and I recognize some of the people in the day program, we chatted. So as I was leaving there, I bumped into the guy whose prescriptions I dropped off at the pharmacy yesterday. We had a great chat. He has challenges, cancer, and has to deal with that. So anyways, and now I'm off to see Heather for lunch. And the kitchen at Northwood is shut down for some kind of renovation, so they're doing the kitchen work in the auditorium here, which must be a huge challenge. Once in a while, Heather and I get through to each other, and it's usually some kind of physical comedy, like shaking you and telling you to F off and stuff like that. You find that funny as hell because it's ridiculous. I've never been angry, but today we're doing arm wrestling. Ready? It's always physical comedy, isn't it? It's arm wrestling, arm wrestle. You beat me. You beat me in arm wrestling. You beat me in arm wrestling. You gotta take this stuff where it comes.
Let us
Back to watching some more Vikings. And you get that little grin on your face, don't you? Because you know there's lovey-dovey stuff. Heather just loves that romance stuff. Well, folks, thanks so much for following along. It's been an up and down week, as it always is. It's always a roller coaster, and you know, we're hanging in there doing our best. I appreciate all the support and positivity and the connectedness and your comments, and hang in there. You're not alone. YANA to you. Bye.